So I am super excited to be talking about my experience today reading Victoria Aveyard. So in my town in Phoenix, at Changing Hands bookstore, there was an event, a book signing event, and Victoria Aveyard was there, and also Colleen Oakes, who wrote the Queen of Hearts series. And so I got to go to that and got to meet Victoria Aveyard, which I am so super excited about. And so this video is pretty much kind of me just talking about my experience there and some of the things that I got there. So first off, like I said, at this event there was Victoria Aveyard, who's the author of the Red Queen series, and then Colleen Oakes, who wrote the Queen of Hearts series. I have not read the Queen of Hearts series. I haven't read anything by Colleen Oakes, but I have read Red Queen and Glass Sword, and I was just super excited because I got King's Cage while I was there, and I got that and was able to get it signed, so I was super excited. But yeah, so the first part of the event was kind of them talking about their books and writing and kind of answering some questions. And then there was like this Q&A raffle type of thing where they had a bunch of people, they had everyone write down a question that they wanted to ask Victoria and Colleen and put them in bowls, and they would pick out a question from the bowl, and if your question was one of the ones picked, you got some cool swag gifts, and basically they answer your question. And then pretty much after that, it was you had a chance to go up and get your book signed and take pictures with them. So I was super excited about that. So first off, I'll show you some of the swag gifts that they gave us, because my question did get picked, which I was super excited about. I was like totally praying that my question got picked. I was like, please God, let them pick mine, please, please. And mine was the second one they picked. So I was so super excited about that. And actually the question that I asked them was, and if you guys have been on my channel before, you've heard me say that I want to write more this year, because I do write and I like writing, but I've kind of been slacking on my writing, and I know I need to get back to it. And actually after this event, I'm like totally inspired to want to keep going and writing. But anyway, so my question for both authors was, what is the best advice you would give to beginning writers? And so Colleen said, she actually said two things. One was to just write every day. Just make sure you're writing constantly. And then the other was to study your craft, whether that's taking classes in school, whether that's going to a writer's conference, or just reading a book on writing, but to study your craft and, learn more about writing. So that was cool. And then Victoria, her advice, and this I think applies more to fantasy, sci-fi, dystopian writers, which I am a fantasy writer, so perfect for me. But her advice she gave was something that her professor told her, which was to find that one thing that's unbelievable or hard to believe, and then make it believable, and sort of everything else will fall under that. And so, like, the example she gave with the Red Queen was the unbelievable thing was the fact that humans have evolved to the point where they have powers now. And so once you can get your audience to believe that, everything else as far as the world building and setup kind of will fall under that. So I'm probably not explaining that very well, but that's kind of the gist of what I got from what she explained. So, yeah. So the swag stuff that they gave us when we got our questions picked or answered. The first is this kind of scarf, handkerchief, scarf, however you want to say it. But it says Scarlet Guard on here, and it's got the symbol for the Scarlet Guard, which is the rebel group in the Red Queen series. So there's that. And then the next thing was these deck of cards with that says Queen of Hearts. It's got the cover of the Queen of Hearts book on the deck of cards, so that's pretty cool. Which, if you guys haven't gathered by now, Queen of Hearts is a retelling of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Pretty sure that's self-explanatory. The last thing I got was a map of the Red Queen world, and Victoria Aveyard actually signed the bottom of this as well. One thing about the map, I'm a little bit sad because, so when I was in the cab on the way home, we kind of hit a pothole in the road, and I dropped my map and my book when we hit the hole, and my book fell onto the map, and it sort of made this hole, this little hole in the map. So I've just, gotta kind of tape it up, but yeah, there's that. So those were the swag gifts that I got from having my answer, or my question answered. And right after like the Q&A questions part, and after like I got my book signed and everything, I was thinking, and I was like, dang it, the question I should have asked was, can I interview you for my booktube channel? But of course I doubt Victoria would have had time for an interview, but that would have been awesome. Anyway, so when I got to Changing Hands bookstore, I bought King's Cage, which just came out. It is the third book in the Red Queen series. And you guys, this is not even the final book, okay? So I thought this was a trilogy. I thought this was going to be the conclusion. And then Victoria Aveyard said, there's going to be a fourth book. So I'm so super excited, because I thought this was going to be the final book and it was going to be done and ended. But we get a fourth one. So yay. Anyway, so I got this at Changing Hands, and actually I wish I would have got it before, like at Half Price Bookstore or somewhere, because I ended up buying this full price, and I was like, holy crap. You forget how expensive books are, especially new release books, when you don't have coupons, or you don't buy it from like secondhand stores like Half Price Books and stuff like that. Because usually if I'm going to buy a new release book, it's if I have a really good discount from Barnes & Noble, like I'll get the 20% off coupon plus my 10% membership coupon. That's 30% off. So usually if it's going to be a new release, it'll be with the coupon from Barnes & Noble, or it'll be from Half Price Bookstore, because they are just way cheaper. And so you forget how expensive new release books can be, and so you have to buy them full price, which I did today, and which is why I didn't get Queen of Hearts. So I was like, I already bought this full price. Forget Queen of Hearts, that's going to be full price too. That's really pushing it high. So I didn't do it. But I'm excited. So of course I got it signed. And it just says to Vanessa. And of course Victoria Aveyard's signature. And I'm super excited to get to this. Hopefully within the next month or so. We'll see. But yeah. So the last thing I have to show you guys is a picture that I took with Victoria Aveyard, and the glare is pretty bad. Here we go. Okay, glare is kind of bad. But anyway, yeah, I got to take a picture with Victoria Aveyard, which was super cool. And you guys, I was totally like, oh my gosh. When I actually got up to meet her and like got my book signed, I had a total fangirl moment. My brain just turned to mush. I couldn't think of anything to say, and I was just like, my brain was just not working at that moment. It was just like, Victoria Aveyard. That's Victoria Aveyard. Oh my gosh. Total fangirl moment, and I just had an internal meltdown, freak out. It's just like something about meeting their favorite authors. You're like, oh God, what do I say? What do I do? I need to say something. It's just so nerve-wracking. And it's the first time I've met an author too. So that in and of itself was like, oh God, what am I doing? So, but it was cool. It was a great experience, and I loved meeting her, and it just really pumped me up for more author events. And like, I really want to go to BookCon. I've been wanting to go to BookCon for like the past 3 years, but every year something gets in the way, either finances or work or, something else always gets in the way. And I don't even know if I'll be able to go this year. I wanted to. I still want to. But I don't even know if I'm going to be able to go this year. And I'm just like, I really need to go to BookCon just 1 year. I need to make it happen. So, especially after today, getting to meet Victoria Aveyard, I'm like, okay. It's going to happen one way or another. Before I die, I am making it to BookCon. That is a goal, a life bucket list goal, whatever. I'm making it to BookCon before I die. So, yes. That's pretty much it for this video, you guys. That was my experience with meeting Victoria Aveyard. If you guys have read the Red Queen series, especially King's Cage, no spoilers, please. But if you have read King's Cage, let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below, because I'm super excited to get to it pretty soon, and I'm excited that this is not the last book, So, no spoilers, but let me know what you thought of it if you've read it in the comments down below. And I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye.